day is April 5th, 2016. The women's college basketball season is coming to a close with the national championship game. We have the 37-0 UConn Huskies and the 30-7 Syracuse Orange. With a win, UConn would cap off a 38-0 undefeated season and a fourth consecutive national championship. Well, that's exactly what they did. The Huskies defeated the Orange 82-51 to secure that fourth straight title. Breanna Stewart was voted most outstanding player for the fourth consecutive time, and head coach Gino Auriemma surpassed John Wooden's record, winning 11 NCAA national championships. Stewart dominated the contest, notching 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Morgan Tuck scored 19 points with 5 assists and 7 steals, and Mariah Jefferson at 13 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals. At this moment, the Huskies are on top of the women's college basketball world, and they are something more than just dominant. They are unbeatable. Immortal. Since that day, however, things have changed drastically in the women's college basketball world. No longer are the Huskies registering undefeated seasons and winning national championships. April 5th, 2016, that was the last time the Huskies hoisted the trophy. The following season at the 2017 Final Four in Dallas, UConn lost in the national semifinals to Mississippi State. There, Morgan Williams beat a new-look UConn team on a jumper at the end of the contest. That loss snapped UConn's 111-game winning streak. At the 2018 Final Four in Columbus, UConn was beat in very similar fashion, this time just by Arike Ogunbowale and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. At the 2019 Final Four in Tampa Bay, UConn again took on Notre Dame in the national semis. They lost there again. In 2020, everything was canceled due to COVID. During Paige Bueckers' freshman season in 2021, UConn lost again in the national semifinals to the Arizona Wildcats. The 2021-2022 season saw UConn return to the championship game for the first time since 2016, but they lost to Aaliyah Boston and South Carolina. That finally brings us to this past season. UConn did not reach the championship game, not even the national semifinals or even the Elite Eight. They lost in the Sweet 16 to the Ohio State Buckeyes. So is the UConn dynasty dead, or is a renaissance coming? Well, there's a good chance of it, despite the team's run of postseason misfortune. With the majority of last season's roster coming back, along with the return of Paige Bueckers, DraftKings has tabbed the Huskies as the early favorite to win the 2024 national championship. While there are other strong contenders such as 2023 champion LSU and Caitlin Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes, Gino Auriemma arguably has the deepest and most talented team in the nation. Anchoring the backcourt will be Bueckers, along with AZ Fudd and Nika Meal. Assuming Bueckers comes back 100%, number 5 is going to destroy defenses with her elite-level ball handling, passing, and shooting. Fudd has battled injuries her first 2 years at UConn, but has been consistent while she's been on the floor. And Meal, she's a 2-time Defensive Big East Player of the Year, has some offensive potential, and plays with so much passion and fire, you have to root for her. On the wing, Caroline Ducharme will be a junior. Aubrey Griffin is coming back. She missed almost all of the 2021 season, came back last year, played very well, very consistently, and passed up the opportunity to go pro this year. Ayanna Patterson is a wing forward, can play some 3 and some 4. Was a freshman this past year, didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but has potential, athletic, good solid scorer, and a consistent rebounder as well. Ice Brady missed her freshman season. She's going to be much needed in the post with the departure of Dorky Uhas. Leah Edwards is back also in the post. She was very good for UConn this past season, and sometimes not just good, but great. Very consistent. The Canadian has really blossomed for Gino Auriemma and company. Some other players you may not hear about as much. Enos Betancourt, reserve point guard. Janet El Alfi came over from Egypt to join the team this past season, but she will be a freshman this upcoming year. Ashlyn Shade, KK Arnold, Caden Samuels, also freshmen as well. That's the nucleus for UConn women's basketball. And if they can all come together and stay healthy, that 12th national championship, it could be right there in their hands in 2024.